Hi, my name is Anoshaniwa and I am from Windhoek in Namibia. So far, Namibia has been relatively spared by the coronavirus crisis. We've only had 16 cases, 2 of which have recovered, and haven't experienced any deaths. Despite all of this, the way we live has been severely upended by the coronavirus crisis. From about the 27th of March up until the 17th of this month, we are under a lockdown from the government. The country is currently under a state of emergency, and that has meant that everyone other than people who are declared as essential workers for essential businesses must stay at home. This has proved to be difficult for some people. I've been relatively fortunate that I can work from home. However, this is not a blessing that other people have. It's particularly been difficult for people in poorer areas of the country, especially those who live in informal settlements and live in shacks, to be social distancing. There have been some concerns about what would happen in terms of trying to self-isolate or quarantine if people have had infections, which has been a bit of a problem. And to my knowledge, nothing concrete has been, there hasn't been a concrete solution developed to help people in informal settings to deal with it. However, that said, the government has been quite supportive, releasing an 8 billion Namibian dollar package, so that's about 400 million euro rather, to support businesses in the country as well as people around the country whose employment has been stopped by the lockdown. Banks have also been supportive, and so have other private sector players. A fund has been set up by the government which people can donate to help with the coronavirus response. Banks have been super supportive, allowing businesses and people who have loans to defer their payments from anywhere between 3 months for I think most people and most businesses up to 12 months for businesses in the tourism industry, which have been particularly affected as the number of foreign tourists and domestic tourists declines due to international travel restrictions, our local shutdown, our local lockdown, as well as the lockdown in neighboring countries such as South Africa and in Botswana. That said, in Namibia we have still been relatively lucky. We can still leave our houses to go for a walk or for a jog. Supermarkets are still open, although only 50 people are allowed in the shop at any one time. And sometimes if the shop is full, it means queuing outside before you're allowed in. Our lockdown has had a little bit of a peculiar feature. We're not allowed to buy alcohol for the next up until the 17th of April, which is rather different compared to other countries. However, we're all hoping and holding thumbs that everything will be okay and we won't be hit too hard. I think the fact that Namibia is a relatively young country as well as relatively warm and dry will help a lot, but it stands to be seen what the impact of the coronavirus crisis will be on our country.